But when I put on my stirrups, I'm going to put one stirrup, and then I'm going to start at the bottom and put on one of the horizontals. And then a stirrup and a horizontal. And can you see what that's doing? Here, happy birthday.
Oh, thanks.
Sure.
Right on your booties.
So we've got a little bit of a basket weave going right here, which tightens up the tape job, makes it a little bit stronger in the area where you get motion of the ankle. That's probably the easiest variation. Another one that you can do with your last stirrup is, got to get the angle just about right, but you can come around and throw in a figure 8 with your stirrup, and then come and cinch the ankle up. See how that ankle moves? Okay? You can cinch it up really nice and tight. Is that too tight for you? No?
I'm awake now.
You're good. Another thing that can be done, let me just anchor this so it doesn't go anywhere, and you can throw this in just about anywhere, is a fan. And you just fan on this side and then extend the tape up a little ways, and a little bit of an ink at the end of the tape just before you lie it down. And as you fan it out on this side over here, it ends up fanning out over on this side. These are like little mini stirrups. And then I usually put 3 on, and then I put another one right up the center for a little bit of security. And there's another method that can be used. Okay, so that's the third one, correct? First one was called what? Basket weave. Second one was a
Figure 8.
with a stirrup with a figure 8. This is the fan. And then another one that we use yes?
The fan would be after you put the stirrups, or that would replace the stirrups?
No, after you put on the stirrups. Yeah, it's in excess.
Okay.
All of these would be in excess of, except for the basket weave. That's pretty simple. Another thing that we do, it tends to get a little expensive, especially if you have to use it too much, but we use our elasticon. Now a roll of this, well, the stuff you guys are practicing with is less than $1 a roll. The stuff that we use to tape our athletes is a little bit more than $1 a roll. This is about $6 a roll. So we don't tend to try and use a ton of this all the time, but obviously we have it available for some things. Now, to tighten up a tape job, if they're telling me it hurts to go in this direction, it hurts to invert, I want to shore that up. So I am going to measure my tape. And I like to split it. Now, some places will tell you, oh, if you split the tape, the integrity of the tape not as strong. Hooey. I've done this for over 30 years, and I never had somebody come back and say, oh, that strip you took, that cut you put in the tape affected the integrity of the tape. The tape jobs work. You split your tape just about down to the malleolus, and bring your tape around. And then on this side, you split it, and then cinch it up nice and tight. And I'm telling you, that goes nowhere. Now, if they tell me it hurts to go this direction, then I'd put a support with elasticon right here. I'd come around here, I'd have them pull their foot up, I'd split my tape, and I'd bring it around down here. If it hurts when their foot goes this direction, I can put it in the back. So you can do the same thing for the Achilles tendon and provide support going either this way or this way, okay? Now this is the one we tend to use most often, and it depends on how much support we want. Some athletes we can get away with just doing 1, and others we decide we want a little extra support, we'll put on 2. After I've got that on, I'll go ahead, depending upon how I've taped my tape job, I might at this point put on my stirrups if I don't have them on already. I've already got those here, so I'd finish with heel locks and figure 8s and my cover downs. All right, so tell me again, first variation was? Basket weave is probably the most basic and the easiest. Okay, you're just weaving your stirrups and horizontals. Second one was a stirrup with a figure 8 thrown in, and you just cinch it up on on the outside. The thing you have to be careful of when you come up around the lateral side with that, if you decide to do the figure eight, if the stirrup that you're using the figure eight with is too close to the toes, it can catch too far down on the foot and get kind of involved where the foot wants to spread. So I try and make sure when I put that one on, I move it back a little bit so I don't cinch it up real nice and tight and then cut them, because that can happen real easy. Third one was the fan. That one's a pretty easy one. And then the last one is with the elasticon, a little bit more involved. All right? And I'm telling you, when you have somebody, especially with elasticon, when you have somebody cinched up with that kind of a tape job, that ankle, if that ankle goes anywhere, then they're not playing for a long time.
Question.
Yes, ma'am.